Well, hi everybody. Good Thursday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski here. We're going to start off with a look at our weather alerts around the area. Of course, all summer long it felt like we were talking about flooding, still flood warnings going on in the Missouri River. That hasn't really changed much recently. But one thing that we've seen lately is a lot of dry air in place. It has not been very wet over the last month or so, and now it's getting dry enough that starting to see that fire concern come back, especially in southwest Nebraska, because the air is going to be very warm and dry today, and there's going to be a little bit of a breeze out there. So red flag warnings are in place this afternoon and early this evening for southwest Nebraska. It'll go from 1 o'clock Central Time until 7 o'clock this evening. That just means that fire danger is going to be enhanced later on today. And we are going to continue to see mainly dry conditions over the next week or so ahead of us here, so it'll be interesting to see if we start to see more and more of these red flag warnings being issued as things continue to dry out. But we do like the dry weather this time of the year for those out in the fields during harvest season. Futurecast showing a quiet start to our morning. There are a couple of thin clouds passing through. I think there actually will be more clouds later today. Futurecast not picking up on that very well, but I think we will become partly sunny out there later this afternoon. Winds do get a little breezy later on today out of the south and southeast, and a nice warm one expected for today. It stays a little breezy tonight as we'll see some passing clouds, especially during the evening hours. Here comes an approaching cold front from the northwest tomorrow morning. Still a little breezy out ahead of that front. Those winds out of the south and southeast, you'll notice the winds flip around, and they'll actually be breezy behind the front out of the north and the northwest. Now, pretty quiet conditions with that front coming through, but behind it, we'll start to see an increase in clouds tomorrow evening and perhaps even a couple of spotty light showers or sprinkles passing through. If we see any thunder, your best bet's going to be off towards the southeast tomorrow night. So if you have any area plans tomorrow evening, an area football game, you might see a couple of light sprinkles or showers. I don't think it'll amount to a whole lot. Those winds much lighter by Saturday morning, a little chillier Saturday morning, but Saturday's shaping up to be a pretty nice day ahead. Well, today is day number 2 of Nebraska State softball, the high school tournament going on here in Hastings. If you're heading out there for those 9 a.m. games, there's a lot of local area teams are playing at 9 o'clock. Still a little chilly, you'll want to bundle up, but I was out there when temperatures were in the upper 40s to near 50 around noon yesterday, 11 to noon, and it was actually pretty decent because the winds were relatively light. Now, those winds do pick up a little bit later on today, but temperatures rise, and it's going to be a really nice afternoon. Temperatures around 73 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and still pretty good this evening as well if you're heading to any of those evening games out there at the Smith Softball Complex. Still around 61 degrees at 8 p.m., so should be some really nice weather ahead of us for your Thursday. Temps around the area today, high temperatures topping out anywhere from the lower 70s out east to as warm as the mid-80s in southwest Nebraska. That's why that red flag warning is out there to the southwest. Very warm and dry conditions in place for today. Tonight, one of the warmest nights we've seen for a while. How about lows in the mid and upper 40s and lower 50s, maybe some low 40s out west there. But a milder night ahead of us tonight. Tomorrow's temperatures, once again, back to the 70s ahead of that cold front. In fact, some places might reach the upper 70s around, say, Hebron, Smith Center. But you will see some cooler 60s on the backside of that cold front off towards the northwest. Tomorrow night, a little chillier. We drop back into the 30s and 40s. And after a cool, crisp start to our Saturday morning, we've got a good Saturday ahead of us. Pretty nice conditions out there. How about 69 for the Tri-Cities, some lower 70s to the southeast, some mid-60s off towards the northwest. Lots of sunshine, lighter wind Saturday, shaping up to be a really nice day. But looking towards the second half of the weekend, and I'm actually going to put this into a pause here real quick here. The second half of the weekend, early next week, we do have that powerful storm system. We talked about this yesterday. Looking at that storm system now, the main area of low pressure Sunday around noon will be in western South Dakota. Now, we have a slight chance of some light rain here. I'll even back this up a little bit. Some clouds, a little bit of light rain here. And this is the European forecast model. Breezy southerly winds out ahead of a cold front, which will be passing through in the afternoon. You see that wind change, that front coming through. That'll flip our winds around out of the west and northwest. They'll be fairly strong behind that front. Still a slight chance of rain. We're kind of getting the glancing blow here in the Tri-Cities. The rain chances slight in southern Nebraska, better to the north and northwest. And you can see much better chances of rain closer to that area of low pressure up to the north. That temperature will start to drop off behind that front. Maybe still a chance of rain Sunday evening. Just a few showers and thunderstorms in eastern Nebraska. A little bit more in the way of cooler rain showers to the west. And then just kind of, again, glancing us here in the Tri-Cities Sunday night and early on Monday morning. Then during the day Monday, that's going to lift off to the northeast. Very strong winds on the backside of the system. We'll see a strong west and northwest wind drawing in some of those chillier temperatures for our day on Monday, but that system lifts off to the northeast and will be out of our hair. There's very little threat of some snow with that mainly in the far western parts of the state. So that was the European forecast model. How about the GFS forecast model? Fairly similar. Again, not much moisture Sunday. A few clouds early, maybe a little bit of a clearing later in the day, and just a small chance of rain as that front comes through here. Again, Sunday afternoon, the winds will switch around out of the northwest. This model has that low pressure a little farther south near the Nebraska-South Dakota border. I think it'll be a little farther north still, in my opinion, but we might get a glance of precipitation there for Sunday afternoon and Sunday night. But better chances to our north, and then lifting off to the northeast on Monday. Strong winds on the backside of that storm system during the day on Monday. Sunday night into Monday, we're talking about winds that'll be sustained up around 30 miles per hour. Gusts could top over 40 miles per hour Sunday night and into Monday as that system pushes out of here. The winds will then die down a little bit from Monday night. So let's look at that long-range extended forecast. We talked about the really nice weather heading into the weekend, that small chance of rain for Friday evening. And as we look into the second half of the weekend, again, Sunday starting to cool down. The wind's getting breezy out there, especially on the backside of that cold front. Slight chance of showers Sunday into Sunday night. Not a very good chance. Sunday night into Monday, very strong winds. Cooler temperatures on Monday, back down in the 50s. We will see some recovery Tuesday and Wednesday, going back into the 60s. Now, Wednesday, though, a cold front will be making its way into northern Nebraska, so it could already be much cooler in the northern part of the state on Wednesday. And as we look at the long-range forecast, we're going to see that colder air come back into play for Thursday and Friday of next week. And in fact, we'll be lucky if we're making it to the lower 50s late next week here. There may be a little precipitation as well, although it looks like once again another powerful low-pressure system may stay just to our north, only giving us a glancing chance of precipitation late next week, Wednesday night into Thursday there. But we will be looking at cooler temperatures as we move towards the end of next week. So there you go. There's your forecast for today. Thank you all for watching this morning. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you all again on your Friday morning, looking ahead to a nice weekend ahead of us here. Until then, enjoy your warm Thursday. It should be a nice one after this little bit of a chilly start ahead of us this morning. Enjoy your day. God bless. Bye.